TIAA Bank Field. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henry. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. You look at this Jaguar defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
From the gun on 3rd down, Henry. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. A 3rd down gain of 19. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
19.
Catch is made by Hardman. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. Chandler. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Here we go, Scott. Yep.
They'll go again to Jones. There he goes left side. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this to the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Come on, come on.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to throw. Henry. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw on second down, Henry. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on third down, Henry. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here is 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off play action. Henry. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
79 Broncos.
operating from the gun. Henry. Completes it to Hardman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Fields throw here taken in by Ingram. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Deion Henley in there to bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Fields. And it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before break. Henry. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here we go. EQ.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing pass.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Let's go now.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Okay.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw is Fields. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 68 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
18, pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Henry. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Chandler. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, son.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Fields on first down. That's to the sideline and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off-play action, Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on third down, Fields. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go. Hey, can. Right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. An inside give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Breaks through the contact. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
From 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Henry completes it to Davis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun. That's complete, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a